Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, it's Monday morning or Monday afternoon, and I hope everybody's having a great work week up to this point, of course. And remember to turn your closed captions on for us. And of course, as always, tip sheets will be available this weekend. Not a lot of great races, but enough good ones. But it's almost this Saturday. It'll be 3 weeks away from the Breeders' Cup races. So, wow, time is moving fast. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at the Grade 3 Sycamore Stakes at Keeneland on Saturday. For 3-year-olds and up, open race, a mile and a half on the turf, a full field of 10 for $300,000. Going to give you our top 2 or 3 picks in the race. And I'm going to go right to, I just can't get around this horse, right? The number 10 horse, Ohana Honor, right? Ohana Honor, the number 10 horse, man, I like this horse a whole bunch in this spot. And he's by Honor Code on the back end by Awesome Again, trained by Claude McGahee, Chuck McGahee's son, and ridden by Johnny V. Well, has 3 wins overall from 15 starts, 1 win this year from 5 starts, 1 second and 2/3. Well, 2 races back at Saratoga, this horse was in the Manhattan Stakes, a Grade 1 race. Ran a beautiful race that day. And to me, if he can run back to that race, he's going to be held on wheels. After June 8th race, the Manhattan Stakes, they laid him off for about 6 weeks. On July 28th, they brought him back in the Bowling Green Stakes up there at Saratoga. And then ran 4th, okay? Not as good as the Manhattan race, but that gives him something to run back to. But the race out of the Bowling Green is just as good or equal with the rest of the field. I think this horse has a buried race 2 races back coming out of the Manhattan. The horse is 7-2 on the morning line. I think that's a great value on this horse and should get a beautiful trip for sure. So our top pick is Ohana Honor for sure. Our second pick, well, Highway Robber. Well, I like Highway Robber equally. These are my 2 top picks in here. Highway Robber is by Hard Spun, on the back end by Lemon Drop Kid for sure. Hey, it's Brian Lynch doing the conditioning, and remember that Tyler Gaffleone moved off of Bold Act, the number 10 horse in here. No, not the number 10, the number 11 horse in here, and went up to this here horse, Highway Robber. This horse has 2 wins from 4 starts this year, 1 second and 1/3. And by the way, overall, 10 starts have earned all close to $1 million, $829,000 for sure. Anywhere Tyler Gaffleone end up, you always have to take a close look, particularly when you're in Kentucky, because obviously he's the top rider out there and he knows those race courses, and everybody, the trainers and owners, want Tyler Gaffleone's services. So this horse, to me, the number 3 horse, Highway Robber, at 9-2, which is a beautiful price, deserves a lot of attention in this race. Ran in the Kentucky Downs, in the Kentucky Turf Club, in the Turf Cup Stakes on September 7th. Back in about 1 month, that's okay, 4 weeks, and earned beautiful speed figures. Have improved with each and every start, and I like this horse equally as my second pick. So my top 2 picks in here is the number 10, Ohana Honor, and number 3, Highway Robber. I'll take those 2 for sure. Our third pick, well, here's a horse that we all know, Twiney Port. Well, Twiney Port don't need to apologize to anyone. You know I like Twiney Port because he's by Pioneer of the Nile. I love horses by Pioneer of the Nile. On the back end by Mucho Uno, but doesn't win a whole bunch. He's 0 for 6 this year, and maybe he's due. Okay, he is 6-1, the number 7 horse, Twiney Port, and runs in all the big races. Gets the services of Irad Ortiz today for Christopher Clement, who's a turf master in his own right. Hey, Twiney Port is a millionaire, $1.3 million over his career. 5 wins from 22 starts, about 20%, 22% wins. Hasn't won this year, 0 for 6, is due in a big spot. And 6-1 is not hard to take on Tiny Port. We know he shows up each and every time. So the number 7 horse, if you don't like him on top, you surely have to use Tiny Port underneath for sure, because he loves to hit the board. Comes out of the same race that Highway Robber did in Kentucky Turf Club and ran 3rd that day. Okay, speed figures are in line with everyone here. Tiny Port, our 3rd pick. And our last pick in here is Bold Act. Well, this is a Godolphin runner for sure, Bold Act. And by new approach, 7 wins from 16 starts, right? Lifetime. Well, I'm going to tell you now, this 4-year-old is almost 50% with wins, right? What else new? It's Godolphin. 7 wins, 2 seconds, and 4 thirds from 16 starts, right? $600,000. Charles Appleby, owned and bred, homebred by Godolphin. Okay, and you got the services of Louis Saez. Now, Louis has been pretty hot the last week. I think he won 3 or 4 races last week, the big day out there at Keeneland. And I'm telling you now, Tyler Gaffalione got off of this horse to go up to ride the number 3 horse, Highway Robber. But that doesn't mean that this Godolphin runner can't run. And Louis Saez can flat out ride. So the number 11 horse is our 4th pick here in the Sycamore Stakes. Race number 9 on the card on Saturday out at Keeneland. So our top pick is the number 10 horse. We're looking for him to run a race that he ran 2 back in the Manhattan Ohani Honor. Our 2nd pick is a horse we love equally, Highway Robber, right? With Tyler Gaffalione out. And that questionable, sneaky Tiny Port, the number 7. Good price on Tiny Port at 6-1 is our 3rd pick. And we round out our super with Bold Act. It's the Godolphin runner. No, he might be on my exacta box and trifecta box. So for us, 10, 3, 7, 11, just like that. 7, 11, 7, 11. Hey, 11 brings 7. 10, 3, 7, 11. Go ahead and push the box button in the try and exacta and then figure out what you're going to do from there. But we really like the old Ohani Honor and the number 10 and the number 3 horse, the old Highway Robber. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. Have a great and safe work week for sure. And for all those people that's down in Florida, they're bracing for another storm. Hey, take care of yourself down there, y'all, for sure. Man, they're getting hit pretty hard this year, for sure. Just a week ago, Hurricane Helena was down there. Now, here come Hurricane Milton. Should hit land tomorrow. So again, be careful if you're in that area and sure, prepare for sure. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your Speed King. Stay classy, y'all.